Three, two, one, go. Hello. Fuck. uh, this is my first episode. First episode of episoding. Chat, can you hear that? Fuck, this is crazy. Okay. I guess I'm gonna do a podcast thing. I don't know if I like looking at myself. Maybe I'll look at the camera. Do you guys like it when I look at the camera? Yeah, I don't really know who I'm talking to. I don't know if I have an audience yet. I guess the audience is me, since I'm the only one that knows about this. Yeah. I guess this is just good practice, for, like, I feel like I'll do podcasts. Should I hide myself? Fuck. I don't know. I think I should. I also need, like, one of those microphone holders to come right here, so I don't have to hold this all the time. Damn. Let me set a timer. I don't want to do this for too long. This is just pure entertainment. I would not watch this podcast. I hope nobody sees this. Actually, I hope they do. Hope it's in my, like, movie. You can get. I don't know who would play it. Let's see. Fuck, I should have started with questions. I don't even know what the name of this is gonna be. Name of podcast. I feel like all the good podcast names are taken. But I am an artist, so I will come up with a name eventually. But for placeholder, I think shit, I don't know. Something funny, something witty, something recognizable, something about me. That's what the name should be like. I'm watching the settings, the timer, the stopwatch on the recording. This is so weird. How do people get used to this? But that's okay. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. This is the reason why I'm doing this little stupid podcast thing, is because I feel like honestly, okay, you guys want to get vulnerable? You guys, like, if there's anybody watching. Ah, shit. Let me get comfortable on my beanbag. This is so funny, bro. Who am I going to show this to? That is, like, you guys. Who is you guys? I'm going to talk to the fictitious chat that I don't have, because it's not like a live stream. I'm just gonna, like, chat will reference everybody. Okay? This is just practice. Fuck off. Alright, chat. Do you guys want to know why I'm doing this? This is so difficult, bro. So, okay, let's do this. Oh, in the chat. Somebody in the chat is asking, why did you start this dumbass podcast? You're not even good at it. Well, Mommy Milker Lover 269. I started this, I'm recording this today. I don't even know if there will be a second one. There might be, because this is honestly kind of fun. It's kind of just chill vibe. I wanted to record myself because I just want to, like, get used to it. Get used to talking. Okay, there's a lot of things. Let's start with one. One, I don't talk out loud very much anymore, which is weird to say, because I don't think, like, I don't know if that's not a thing. I've never heard anybody say I don't talk out loud anymore. Fuck, dude. I gotta turn off this fan. Oh god. Let me mute you. Okay. I need a studio or something. I can't afford that. So I'm just gonna do this in my apartment. Where was I? Why am I doing this podcast? Okay, one, I don't talk out loud enough, and there's literally, like, so many thoughts going in my brain, going through my brain. Like, what is the number of thoughts that occur in somebody's head a day? I'm gonna look it up. Thoughts in a day. How many? You gotta put a quantity. How many thoughts in a day? Brain fact: every day your brain processes about 70,000 thoughts a day. So 70,000 is average, I guess. For me, it's probably double that, 140,000. You know what I'm saying? I just got big brain syndrome. I'm like Mega Mind, bro, but in a 5'7", olive skin, handsome ass Filipino body. What the fuck? You know, if this whole thing sucks, at least my smile looks good, right? You can give me that. I can give myself that. You don't have to give me anything. I don't need your validation, chat. Fuck you. Yeah, so there's just a lot of things going on in my brain, like, all day, and I feel like I don't have, like, an outlet to talk about them. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I used to. Like you go to school and you, like, talk to your friends and stuff about everything. Like, your friends are your therapists, but I'm not in school anymore. I have a therapist, actually. I have a therapist of, almost 5 years. Rick. Shout out, Rick. Some of you, like, some of you, if you're my friends watching this, you know Rick. I've talked about Rick. He's cool. Yeah. But I only talk to him, like, twice a month, like once every 2 weeks for an hour, and that like doesn't even scratch the surface, and I feel like I can only talk to him about certain things. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And what else? Number 2. There's another reason I want to do this is to get used to like being in front of a camera, right? Being in front of a camera, I think is another reason why I just want to get used to that. Get used to that because when I'm famous, paparazzi, and when I become an actor on the side as a side hustle, and when I do interviews and other podcasts, and they're gonna make like highlight videos of me doing something. Maybe I'll be like fucking. I wanna be Adam Sandler famous. Is what I'm saying. I wanna be like Adam Sandler famous, where like he does movies, he does funny shit, and he gets caught on the street, and in his like, I don't know if he's intentionally dressing the way he does, like the Adam Sandler aesthetic. I'm trying to figure out like how far away I should have this microphone. Bear with me, chat. Bear with me, chat. This is so silly. I wonder what like I wish Socrates had a podcast, or like Aristotle, or like philosophers from ancient Greece, or anywhere, like Confucius. I wonder what he would have to say if he had a podcast. I feel like I need this over here. Turn up the gain. Turn up the gain. Turn up the gain. Turn up the gain. See, now you can hear like fuzzy background noise, so I have to turn it down. It would have to be like right here. Right here is good for mic. Or maybe turn up the volume. I can hear the background fuzzy. Yeah. Philosophers would have a dope podcast. But now we're all philosophers. Everybody's a fucking philosopher. Wants to make TikToks about how you should live your life. Which is cool. Because I watch them. And they inspire me sometimes. But it gets old. I deleted my TikTok account for the second time, and not just the app off my phone. Let me hear background noise. Sorry. Take it down. Right here. It's perfect. I deleted my TikTok account. Sorry guys, booger. And yeah, I just needed to, because for my health. Because it's so draining. Everybody knows this. It's not. Yeah, everybody knows this. I'm just telling you. I'm preaching to the choir, chat, Chad. Maybe I will. I'm speaking to Chad. Fuck, I don't like Chad. I don't want to talk to Chad. Chat. I like chat. Yeah. Deleted TikTok. Deleted my dating apps. Gonna meet somebody organically. Or never meet anybody. Just be single forever. I'm trying to think of a single person that's still single for the entire life. Jesus was single, I think. I don't think the Bible talks about his sex life though. so we don't know for sure. Because I mean, if you think about it, maybe you could have a sex life. Uh, I don't know if these are sinful thoughts. Is this bad to think about? Like, you know how they say like don't use God's name in vain. So like don't say oh my God, OMG, oh my God, uh, like that, or at least that's what they used to tell me. Like my parents and the church, they used to tell me that. I'm still Christian, by the way, guys. Because I like spirituality. I think it's good for. I think it's good for the soul, or the brain, or the body, or self-conscious. I don't know, but yeah, I forgot where I was going with this. Jesus, sex life. Oh yeah, sinful thought. Is this bad to think about? It's just talking about it. You know, like it's not. Yeah, let's change the subject. We'll get into that another day. Um, yeah, so I want to be in front of the camera. I want to like practice speaking. I want to just like vomit everything because fuck, see, like I'm talking in my head, but like the act of like speaking is like very difficult right now for me because I haven't done it in so long. I've told all my friends this. Like I haven't my social cues and social interactions and so I'm looking for a word, bro. I'm trying to figure it out. Social. I'm just not as social ever since COVID, dude. It was so bad. So bad. Yeah, I was just inside all the time. Just watching TikToks, making TikToks. I see my friends. I actually had a good time during like COVID year, but it just kind of brought me down. Wah, wah. I wish I could do this on Discord. I need a soundboard. So I can do wah wah. I was watching. So I just came back from Cali. I was I was I was listening to this on the plane. This podcast, Rick Glassman, Take Off Your Shoes with Rick Glassman, and the guest was Lisa Gilroy, and she she did this thing where anytime she was like, anytime she wanted to take over the podcast, she'd just be like, "Okay, my turn." Wham, fart, dookie. Something like that. Something really stupid with like fart noises. Oh, I remember. She'd be like, "Da-na-na-na." That must be so loud. Da-na-na-na. I thought it was so funny. Every time she did that, she did probably like 1,700 times on that fucking podcast because it was 2 hours long. I listened to the whole thing for 2 hours. It was amazing. I think it changed my life. I think that's why I wanted to do this now, because the first like my podcast inspiration, because so let me think. Okay, let me just spit. So Theo Vaughn, that's who I was listening to before that. I listened to a couple Theo Vaughn podcasts. That shit was just mad funny, bro. Like his first what was it called? This past weekend, like his first episodes. Like I listened to the first like 5. It was just so fucking funny. And also just real. Like he's just talking. He's in his closet. He goes, hey guys, I'm in my closet. That's not how he talks. I'm just gonna not do Theo Vaughn's voice, but I'll say what he said. It's like, I'm in my closet right now, in my sister's place. I'm like, what the fuck? That's so random, dude. But like, I appreciate the candor, being honest, keeping it real. That's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Not really, though, these days. I try. It's so difficult. Because I'm so insecure about everything. And that's for another episode. uh, and then there's a Tiny Meat Game podcast. Those guys are funny as fuck. Noel Miller and Cody Co. They're awesome. They just have fun. Theo Vaughn just has fun. And then this Rick Glassman fella, like, he's fucking insane. Yeah, in a good way. Don't misinterpret that, chat. He's not actually insane. He might be. I'll let you know when I meet him and get on his podcast. Man, that would be crazy to like start this first episode just talking about my inspiration for podcasts, and then like in a couple years like end up on those podcasts. That would be pretty cool. Let's see what else. Joe Rogan. I was listening to Joe Rogan. He's so good with questions. I'm so sorry for yawning, chat. It's, what time is it right now? It's 8:02 a.m. Mountain Time. I went to bed at like 12, and then I woke up at 6, which is so weird. Cause I'm like I'm still tired, and I have so many chores to do. It's literally a Thursday, so I technically should be at work, but my leave hasn't ended yet. So, yeah, it ends tomorrow. I go back to work tomorrow. So today is just random podcast chores day. I was gonna go work out. I really want to work out. I haven't worked out in like a week and a half, bruh. Week and a half. The gains are gone, but I have been eating less. So the gains that I did have are showing because there's probably like less body fat. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. Name for a podcast. We'll just put I can't think of anything. I'm gonna put Mango's podcast for now. Somebody will edit this. Probably not. I can't. I don't know who to ask to edit this. I don't want to edit it. 30 minutes of me talking. I talk enough in my head, dude. Fuck. Doink. That's what she said. She'd be like, doink. Something like that. Yeah, this Rick Glassman fella, he was so inspirational to me yesterday. Cause I was feeling, we got 24 minutes. This is gonna be a 30-minute podcast. I can tell this. I was feeling a little bit vulnerable, chat. I was feeling a little bit insecure yesterday. Not gonna lie. So I went on this Cali trip, and it was with yeah, I was with some friends, and this is so weird to navigate, like, what to keep private and what not to. And then also, like, so this podcast thing, like, I don't know how much to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, boundaries? I'm gonna have to figure out podcast boundaries. Yeah. But let me see. It's good practice. It's good practice. Just the first one. Let's see. I was feeling a little bit insecure yesterday. Why? Because I was trying to impress somebody. And that person, um, it was a woman. Of course, obviously. Men are always trying to impress women. Not all men. Not Rick Glassman. Rick Glassman don't give a fuck. Actually, he probably does. Like, deep down. But he seems like he has his shit together. Like, that's why I find him so fascinating and interesting and inspirational. But, yeah, I was feeling a little bit insecure on the plane, on the way home from Cali. I had a great time in Cali, by the way. Shout out. See, like, should I say their name? I don't know. Fuck it. It's my podcast. I'll deal with the concussions. I'll deal with the repercussions. Repercussions? I'll deal with the repercussions. Shout out. No, I'm not gonna say any names. I don't need to say any names. Because I have such a small, community. Yeah. So, like, whatever. Anyways, I came back from Cali. I was trying to impress somebody. And yeah. I don't think they were vibing. This feels so, like, wrong to say out loud. Maybe this episode is just for me. Maybe this is just, like, therapy for me. Yeah, they weren't vibing. And they weren't vibing with me, I think. Like, maybe just not to the extent that I wanted them to, I guess. I had expectations. I have problems with that, like, having expectations. For, like, social interactions. As of lately, before COVID, I feel like I was good. I'm gonna stop victimizing myself. And, yeah. Yeah. And Rick Glassman, not my therapist, was like, I'm gonna read it from my notes real quick. Something about, okay, I didn't write it in my notes. Something about, here's the thing people miss the mark on. Something, something, something. Something, something. Afraid of how you're going to be perceived. And in that moment, listening to it on the plane, I reflected on what I was going through, what was going on in my world, in my reality, and realized that yes, I am afraid of how others will perceive me. How I am being perceived. I'm so afraid of it. I'm so scared. I can admit it. But yeah, it's so scary, dude. I think there's a lot of reasons to it. There's one that I think of. You guys want to hear it, chat? Oh shit, we're coming up on 30 minutes. I'm not gonna get into it. I think this is a good start episode to just get the ball rolling. That's what I wanted to do. Third reason, I wanted to get the ball rolling because I've been wanting to do this. I wanted to start a podcast with my best friend Fian, and it's just he lives in another place. I'm not gonna tell you where, chat, cause then you're gonna try to stalk him. Cause that's what I would do. Cause he's so cool. I would try to stalk him. I do sometimes. And yeah, we never get to it. Never got to it. But now that I have this, there's no reason to, like, he can be a guest on my podcast now. I could have that's another thing. I want to do this podcast because I have so many cool friends that I would love to just record and chat with them, have fun, and like get their input. Booger. And yeah, it'd be so fun. I think everybody should get on a podcast. My podcast. Mango's podcast. We're gonna workshop it, but Mango, because everybody mispronounces my name at first when they meet me, my last name, and they think it's so. My last name is chat. My last name is Magno. Magno if you're ethnic. Magno if you're American. And whenever like pretty much freaking at least 80% of the time when people first read my last name, they're like, Mango? And I'll be like, no, Magno. And they're like, oh, I read your name and I totally thought it was Mango. I'm like, fuck you. It's not my name. But it happens so many times, like 80% of the time. I'm just gonna rock with it. I'm just gonna rock with Mango, cause Mango's kind of fire, anyways. So yeah, Mango's podcast, and yeah, I wanted to get my, there's like a lot of cool people. Shit, so loud, dude. Y'all probably got flashbacks. I always hate that noise. My ringer. 30 minutes. His time is up. Man, I'm kind of having fun, though. Should I make this a 2-hour podcast? 2 hours. 2 hours is a little bit excessive, to be honest. Like, that's like longer than movies from the before, like, 2010. Like, most movies are, like, an hour 40 something. Like 120 minutes. I think that's what they usually shoot for. 30 minutes. I wanted to keep it light. See, I have like things to say. Let's keep going. I'll cut it off at 45 for sure. But we'll make it. Yeah. We'll make it minimum. We'll make it minimum 30 minutes. And I'll, depending on the vibe, I'll probably cut it off at like 45, 50 minutes. I couldn't do more than an hour. I don't even like other podcasts that last that long. Yeah. My friends are so cool. Chat, you would enjoy Fian. I want to talk to Fian. Fian and I always have good conversations. Who else would be good to talk? Cora, Melissa, David, Josh, Connor, Aaron, Neil, fuck, dude, all my fucking friends. Dan P, Joe Bone, Wilson, Griffin, he's in that group too. Let's see who else. Who else is cool? Oh my god, Riley and Carlin would be fucking nuts. Jeez Louise, that would be a trip. That would be if they smoked beforehand or did like weed beforehand. Not me, because I'm not allowed to, and I don't smoke weed right now. Yeah, if they did that, that would be they could do a 2-hour podcast by themselves. I would do 30 minutes because I think I would get so exhausted, and then they would carry the rest of the podcast for like another hour, and then I'd like take a nap in between that hour, or go get food, or like work out, and then I'd come back, and they would still be talking, and I could like finish out the podcast with them. That would be actually fun. That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. They live their lives together like they're on a TV show. It's wild. Um, Sometimes I wonder if they ever do that like camera look thing when they're talking to each other or something's going on. They'd just be like, you know what I mean? That was so corny. Chat, stop making fun of me. Yeah, so Rick Glassman said, uh, you know, people miss the mark on that kind of thing, worrying about how other people perceive you. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out this mic thing. Sorry, guys. And yeah, I don't want to be afraid of that. I don't really want to be afraid of anything. I don't want to be. Fear is the mind killer. That's what uh the Dune guy said. The guy who wrote Dune in the book. Um, Fear is the mind killer. Yada yada yada. Something something something. And he put his hand in a box and felt like he was gonna die. And yeah, I don't want to be afraid of that. So here I am, facing my fears, and getting on camera and talking and keeping it real, baby. I'm keeping it real. This audio is gonna be shit. Like you can hear me fucking breathing like. Luke, Luke, I am your father. I like to do bits, like improv sometimes. I'm not good at it at all. I was just talking about the Alvy. I would have him on my podcast. I'm gonna have my roommate Fan for sure. You guys are gonna love Fan. Me and Fan get along in the weirdest ways. Not the weirdest ways. Don't. That sounds weird. We get along. All right. We're just roommates. All right. Chill out. Alvy, he's so cool. He'll do like improv with me. And it's hilarious, but it's so bad. So he would be fun on the podcast. I could have my brother on here. I could have my parents. My mom loves to talk. My aunt, Tita Iris, all the Tito and Titas. Uh, freaking my cousins. They're so funny. Oh my god. My cousins would be hilarious. Yeah, I wonder, is that not a thing? Like, I feel like most podcasts, they just chat with, like, famous people or, like, doctors, people with reputations, renowned reputations. I think I would just talk to like the people that I know. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really, sorry chat, but like I'm not really doing this for you guys. Like it's more for me 'cause it's fun. And like if I post this, it's a gift to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm not doing this for like attention or anything. Well, that's a lie. I am doing it for a little bit of attention. But um my ear's itching. But it's mostly for me just to like I said, get those thoughts off my chest and have some fun and get used to being on camera and being recorded. Because I'm going to be famous someday. That's just what I tell myself. If I'm famous or not, it doesn't really matter. But if I do become famous, it would behoove of me. Who the fuck uses that word? It would be smart if I you know, was like used to it and like was really charismatic on camera. 'Cause it'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah. We're at 41 minutes. Doink. Let's see. I'll tell you guys about my Cali trip another day, or maybe I won't. It's really up to me. I'm in control. I'm gonna. This was actually really fun. I enjoyed this. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm going to do this again. And can't promise the quality will be any better. Can't promise that I will look at the camera. I will try to look at the camera. I don't know if you guys want me to look at the camera. My my eye contact is pretty intense. So, I don't know. I'm also obsessed with looking at myself. This is my bedhead. I could turn off the preview thing, but that'd be dumb. 'Cause I'm so gorgeous. Chat, any more questions? Oh wait, there's nobody here. Maybe I'll do a live stream. I would do a live stream. I would live stream. See, but I gotta get used to it first. Like I gotta get used to talking to my laptop and this camera and using this microphone, so that when I live stream, it's more natural. Practice makes improvement. And trying to think of like what to say. Probably means it's the end of the podcast if I'm looking for things to say. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do today. That's what I wanted to say. Like I said, I want to work out. I don't know if I said that actually. I want to work out today, but I'm feeling a little bit exhausted from my trip to Cali, and so I may or may not. But I have a lot of chores to do. I have to go grocery shopping because there's not a lot of food in my fridge. I gotta change my address at the post office. I didn't know you could do that actually. Like all your mail. I thought you had to do that all individually, so I never did. So my mail goes to various places that I've resided in, I think. So I'm gonna change my post office thing. Shout out to Anakin and Jelena for telling me that. I didn't know that. I gotta go to Le Schwab. I'm gonna go to Le Schwab to fix my tires on my Subaru because they're broken. I think they're leaking. They're leaking oil. They're leaking air. Idiot. Like I said, grocery shopping. I'm gonna get a haircut today. My shit is too long. They're gonna they're gonna dog me. They're gonna dog my ass for my long ass hair. I'm gonna get a fade instead of a taper. Trim on the top, in case you guys were wondering. Laundry. I have laundry to do. And gotta call about my student loans. Thought somebody walked in the house. Gotta call about my student loans. Figure out how to pay those off. But yeah, this was good. This was good. I'm gonna do this again. I don't know when. It's very loose right now. The plan. I just wanted to get the ball rolling. So yeah, maybe weekly, bi-weekly, or whenever I just feel like talking. Fuck, now I'm getting tired. Alright, I gotta get off. Okay. First episode, Mango's podcast. Pound it. Noggin. Doink.